matter or not, but at some point, Halvis was supposed to translate the uh, military orders.
That is right. So, so that everybody knows, Halvis was supposed to translate the military orders that were found inside of the Mind Flayer's lair that was underneath of Felden's cairn. As he does, because they were all in undercommon, the Mind Flayer's orders were from High Priestess Gedeveld. High Priestess Gedeveld had asked him, this creature, to spy upon the town, specifically upon the simulacrums. It appears that they knew that Dominic Felden had simulacrums. What they didn't know is how many. They also were looking for something called the Rogue's Bastion. You do not believe that they found it.
On that note of things that tie back to Dominic Felden and them, we were having a discussion after last week that we wanted to clarify, which is what is the range on the scroll of telescription that Brenna still has?
The range of the scroll of telescription is it's anything with planes that are touching each other. So you may communicate with the Feywild, the ethereal plane, the astral plane, or the Shadowfell, but not the upper or lower planes. Also,
so I can't talk to them now that we're down here.
I'm sorry?
Oh no, you can. They're on the material plane unless they've buggered out.
Yeah, you're on the prime material plane right now.
Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
The Underdark is not its own plane. We did not just go through a different plane.
No. You didn't go through your own plane of existence. Yeah. The Underdark is just subterranean. So we're live.
No, they were pointing out, hey, if you want to check in, Shepard has the other side of that.
It's true, yeah. Plus, you also have another scroll of telescription that is that you found while you're inside the Mind Flayer's lair. Don't forget that either. Okay.
I wonder who that writes to.
Right? So, everybody, you'll see we are live. Thank you very, very much for the resubs. Rose, Kai Kai, and exactly 10 funnel cakes. You're going to see that there are some videos that are on one side. We're waiting for for our fifth player to join. They're just getting off work, and we need for them to get a little bit of time to come in. To save me from refocusing cameras about 5 or 6 times, we're going to wait for her to get here before I focus all the cameras perfectly. But I will do my best to focus as we go. So give me just a moment. Give us just a moment to focus on all the cameras. But how's everybody doing? How's everybody's Thursday? I wish you guys all the best, and thank you very much for all the drop subs. Exactly 10 funnel cakes, formerly known as exactly 10 chicken nuggets. You'll notice that up in the upper left-hand corner from me, the center of the screen for you all, that there is a sub-goal until our art giveaway. What that is every time that you all sub to this channel, we are that much closer to a giveaway where inside of our community, you can roll off to be able to get art made by our commissioned artist. There are 2 more pieces of art that are commissioned. However, only one of them is going to be given away during this giveaway. The next one will be given away when we reach 67 more gift subs. 67 more subs, not just gift subs, but 67 more subs. Today we have a bunch of OGs coming back, and Afina coming back for her second in a row. New player, and also a wonderful family game we have going on here. Today we have Black Hourish 19 joining us. We have Nub Muffins Carotan 87, Night Haze 95 will be joining us in just a little bit, and Afina will be joining us again. As you all saw before, this is going to be one hell of a session because we're going to have some really, really fun and interesting we're going to have some really, really fun and interesting quests that are going to be possible for our 30th Vanguard. 30 sessions I've done on this. 30. 30th Vanguard to engage in. This is going to be nuts. You all are getting really close to level 8 in the caravan. So I can only imagine how that is going to, how that's all going to turn out when I have to start balancing fights for level 8 characters. This is going to get to the point where you all are like going to make new characters, min-max like crazy, and completely destroy anything. As I've seen with a one specific person has made a Blade Singer Wizard Paladin hybrid class that has absolutely wrecked any scenario I've ever gone through, who has a 29 AC, I'm not making that up, and is able to attack 4 times with 4 spells in a turn.
Oh my god.
I know. It's nuts.
Hit him with the saves. Don't go for the AC. Hit him with all the saves.
No, here's the thing. He actually, like, rolled a freaking hero. And that's the hard part. So, this is our 30th episode, and let me tell you a little bit about what this is. This is a 5th edition ongoing Dungeons & Dragons campaign. I am Bizarchus. I will be your dungeon master for this. You all who are watching are going to be a part of the caravan, which is this whole game, just as much as our players are. So, if you take a look at the bottom right-hand corner of your screen, bottom right-hand corner, you're going to see little purple bubbles that'll be constantly accruing as you watch the stream. This is called trouble bubbles. Just by watching the stream and enjoying our content, you are going to be slowly accruing more and more and more and more and more stuff. So, the way that you spend those is simply by clicking on that. You can send gold, supplies, you can send alchemy bombs, you can send weapons, you can gift players healing yodels, which is 1d4 of healing at any time. You can gift release the archers, which is a single d20 roll. If it gets above a certain number, so 1d8 of damage to all enemies or everybody or just the players or just the enemies at a critical hit. So you can contribute to this game as much as the players do. If you would like to join as one of our players, you can actually join right here. The link is right above my head. To our Discord, where you can roll off to play as either the Vanguard, which are the 5 PCs that you see in the center screen in front of you, or you can roll off to be the Ravenous, who are going to be who are going to play as our monsters today. Those are going to provide a lot of the challenges that the Vanguard has to go over. These are actual monsters. There's not going to be a PvP sort of situation. They are meant to be challenges, and they are meant to be overcome. So sometimes, as you can see, PCs have died. Sometimes you can see that they've been saved, and sometimes they raise a freaking city to the ground. So, lots can happen. But Lord Geyser21, who you know as Halvis in our game, is going to be playing as our Ravenous today. We use a lot of homebrew and a lot of playtest content here. For example, one of the things that I do that's strictly my own is for inspiration, I use tarot cards. There are 4 ways that our players can use this. They can either turn a card in and they can reroll any dice whatsoever, any dice at all. They can gift it to another player and they can reroll any dice. They can force me or the Ravenous to reroll any dice that we've just rolled. Or they can tempt fate. They can tell me to flip the card, and whatever concept is on the other side of this card is going to affect the party at some point during the session. It could be very good. It could be very, very bad. Sometimes they're good. Sometimes they're bad. It's a little bit of both. Oh, Mobius Tripper came in with the raid. Thank you so much. Miss you, bud. Kellen, and I'm so happy to see where Kellen is going to run with this. But this is a community-based game. As you notice that a lot of these players drop in, drop out. You simply play when you can. Look at our massive amount of PCs that we've had coming through. And also that one joke session where everybody played as a crab. We still have everybody there. And you can come in. You can simply create
We haven't
characters.
been boiled.
Haven't been boiled yet, no. But you're just chilling in a small pool. So, I am going to start focusing cameras now, and because I'm going to do that, that means that Night Haze 95 is going to show up the moment I'm done. But until then, we're going to do a quick recap of last session. So in the last session, our players had gone through and they were exploring the constabulary within Maseldsz's Terror. As they continued down where the drow had set up the ambush, they looked for more clues, trying to find out if they could see where the matron is coming from, trying to figure out what they were at, what their goal was, any sort of information. What they were able to uncover was that there is a plot. There is a plot against the Sunseeker drow to usurp them. Usurp. Thank you.
Syrup.
To syrup them. They are going to syrup. So as they continue to explore, they go down to the second level. As they find the second level, they also find that there is a abominable construct of a two-headed cat. As they go against it, this cat seemed to have an adamantine skull that was also anti-magic, meaning that anything that attacked it head-on was invulnerable to. After figuring that out, they realized that if they attacked it from any other angle, it was going to be effective. So, after some interesting combat scenarios and some fun times, they were able to dispatch that, and then they went against a non-Newtonian creature. For anybody who doesn't know what that means, it means a big goopy boy. As they tried to slap around him, they were able to do so, and also almost lost one of Lord Geyser's... almost lost, I should say, one of Lord Geyser's spare skeletons. The interesting thing is that after they were finished with that fight, we did have to end the session, but they did ask if they could take back... they did ask if they could take back the body of the construct, that being the purr machine. So, now there is a damaged and inactive purr machine in your all's within the caravan, which can be worked on by your brand new caravan craftsman. Henrietta has decided to join your caravan as your new craftsman. She is your machinist. Your caravan craftsmen are going to be able to make... Okay, now. I'd like for everybody to roll initiative because Lord Geyser is... Sorry. That's my computer being incredibly slow, so it was really, really trying to use that at the right time. It just didn't. Lord Geyser is just testing, so don't worry. Okay. So, as we get everything started, I would like for you all to please welcome our new Vanguard, our 30th Vanguard, holy shit, to this session. So, Black Irish 19. Actually, let me start with Bruna first. Let me start with Nub Muffins, because Nub Muffins, I have you actually in frame right now. So let's get you. Then I'll go to Caro, and then I'll go to Black Irish, because I'm going to get him in frame in just a minute.
I am Nub Muffins. I have a very loud son in the background.
Hey, son!
And I'm the other half of Kiritan 87. I play Britta, the Cobalt Barbarian, who is wild magic and ragey. And has a secret crush on Incursion.
Oh, I love it when this kind of situations happen. And it's always wonderful to have you playing. Thank you again for taking the time. And thank you very, very much for everything that you've been doing. Karotan, would you please introduce yourself and incursion?
Hello, everyone. My name is Kyotan87. I do stream on Twitch every now and then, like 4 months ago, but that's a mood. I also control a purple tiefling who has a little bit of emerald encrusting around parts of his body, naming Urgin, a barbarian of the ancestral guardian persuasion, who doesn't realize there's a bunch of gifts inbound, but hey, it's gonna be fun.
Yeah. There's a Gith inbound? Did I say that I'm sending Gith against you? G-I-T... Oh, G-I-F. Sorry. G-I-F. My bad.
F.
I thought you went T-H, like the actual Githyanki and Githzerai. And I'm like, did I?
You got to listen as Ravenous as Brenna bought Incursion lots of gifts, so...
Oh, G-I-F-T-S. Got it. Okay.
Like presents, comrade, present.
Oh, presents. Right. Okay. Coming back for a second round. Aldrat. Athena, would you be so kind as to introduce yourself and Aldrat Mir Leeched?
I'm Athena. Related to Nub Muffins and Kiro. I play Aldrat, and all she cares about is money.
As our newest member of the Vanguard, she plays a goblin cleric, and I love the roleplay idea that everybody has to pay in advance for any healing. You remind me very much of pretty much
our medical system?
Yes, our medical system. Definitely our medical system. Oh my god. I have such a bad experience, such a bad taste in my mouth because that's literally affecting me right now. Also, bam! I am now fully vaccinated. How's Pfizer? My Fauci ouchie was well-deserved and well-needed. Everybody gifting subs. Thank you all so much. This is awesome. Really appreciate it, everybody. We are going to be having Dr. V. Iris coming in just a little bit. You'll notice that I am focusing cameras as I'm going because I'm doing this through Discord, and it's hard like that. But now that we have everybody, -1, introduced, I would like to start today's session. So, as you all have dusted yourself off, gotten yourself a nice meal, came back to the caravan, you are now collecting yourself. Knowing that Dosa and Micha both told you about a crystal cavern that needed some help, you're curious. You're thinking, do we continue with this search? Or do we try to find what's happening in that cavern? Or possibly, do we continue the search looking into the cavern where we think a black dragon may be? Since you all are not money heavy. Also, that's the problem with having cameras on, is that Nub Muffins and Kara are distracting as but in the sweetest possible way.
It's her fault.
It's her fault? Who? Someone off camera?
Athena.
Oh no.
We're just making fun of the gotta look good on camera.
Don't worry. It happens to everybody. Okay. So, as you all are thinking and as you all are patching your wounds, Brenna has a large pack for incursion, all with a bag on the side that says Vindia's Vault. You all went to Vindia's Vault last time to find a glorious magic shop. This has every possible thing you could ever want, but just can't afford yet. As you look through, there are quite a few items.
Ooh, shiny. Oh, wait. What's this
Yes.
armor? This is the armor I've been clamoring about for a while.
I told them, every store we've ever gone to, you're always, do you have adamantine armor? Do you have adamantine armor? And guess what? They had it, and I convinced everybody to buy it, that we could buy it, because you always want it.
Mm-hmm. You look inside,
Take it out.
and inside the bag, it is folded very, very neatly, but it is glorious adamantine armor.
I attack hug Brenna. And by attack hug,
as you glomp onto Brenna, her with her incredible strength is able to hold you up. It looks like a tiny pumpkin holding up a very large pumpkin. But as you are in a sweet embrace, she sort of lifts you onto her shoulder, which to you is more like the edge of a counter, and gives you a small pat on the butt. Thank you very much, Ladrazi.
There are other things in there too. I told her you like funny things, and so they gave me all the funny things they had. There's like something that ticks off animals, and something that makes people squishy, and something that makes people confused, I think was the other thing she said.
You said make people squishy?
Yeah. It's
No.
called the...
No, it's not make people squishy. It's specific, but I just want to stop that really quick.
Wasn't going to use it on EMP immediately.
It could be dangerous.
Curious,
Make
I
me
will.
squishy.
The heck? Sorry, go ahead.
Huh?
Good lord.
No worry.
There's something else in there too that you'll just have to figure out, because I don't remember what they said it was.
Okay. So I put on the armor first, and then
Okay.
I will kind of peruse and be like, I can't take all of this all the time, but yeah, appreciate it. That's a lot. Do I owe you a gift? I feel like I owe you a gift. I feel like I should.
Yes, you owe her a gift.
Okay, I do owe her a gift.
I'm just
Okay.
helping you.
No, Allie doesn't owe me any gifts. It's a I'm glad you're alive again gift, okay?
I
Again?
really don't understand how gift giving works.
I know. By the way, Al, this is Incursion. Incursion, I talked to you about Incursion. And Incursion, this is Al. This is my new best friend.
Best friend. Yep.
Hello. I could tell because you are the same size.
Al, I do believe.
And Al's green.
Yes, you're green. And also, oh, I see you delve in shinies.
She does. You can see
Al
across
loves
her body, she has many shiny little bits and baubles that look like they are at least worth a pretty penny, if not a pretty silver or a pretty gold.
Ooh.
Al will heal you too if you pay her. So I've been
what?
paying her. It's really handy because she's like healing potions, but cheaper and better.
I mean, if you don't want to pay for healing, you can always heal yourself. Unless you can't heal yourself.
I have a whole 3 gold.
That'll get you like, let's see, let me look at my papers here. That'll get you half of 1 heal.
1d4 plus 1 healing.
So, you all have decided to gather up the 30th Vanguard. Moresh, Incursion, Brenna, Aldrat, and Dr. V. You've all decided your best is going to be this specific orientation. As you gather up the items that are necessary for travel, you're able to, thank you, Gamer Boy. As you gather up everything else, you're able to, I am so distracted by how to calculate 1/2 of 1 heal from Aldrat that I lost my narration. Well, that's D&D, everybody. Thanks. I quit. So good at roleplay, my head spin. Also, it's a slight fever, so that could also be a thing.
I bet you if you paid Aldrat, they'd come fix that.
Yeah. Aldrat,
Yeah, but you're gonna have more than 3 gold.
I have $10 in a Chase account. That's about as far as I go. Do you take Fantasy Venmo? So, as you all gather your things and get ready, you have been invited out back into the city. Last time that you went out, you went into the city to find Vindia's Vault, a magic shop. As you continued to search through, you also found other places of interest, such as Chameleon's Cantina. You found what you believe to be an old temple. This temple is to both Bahamut, to Tiamat, to Selene, and to Lolth. So there appears to be a little bit of a dichotomy no matter where you go. Is there anywhere that you all would like to go to get started? Or is there anything that you would like to know before we move on?
I would like to ask if Brenna could contact of old friends from Felden's birth with that scroll we got.
I hadn't really thought about it, but yeah, I probably can. We could let him know what Halvis found out on that paper, the military
They
thing.
might also be interested to know what happened to all the refugees that ran with us.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. That is absolutely something that you can do. So you have a scroll of telescription that was given to you, and which you still have held, down by from Shepard, one of the heroes of Felden's birth. As you do your best to think of how best to formulate your phrasing, and knowing that a scroll of telescription allows you to send a message to whomever has the other attuned end of the scroll of telescription, you can dictate a message. What message would you like to send to Shepard?
What was the name of the lady again that's on the military orders that sent the mind flayer guys?
I don't remember. Give me a minute. Oh, I hate that I record these.
Didn't it start with like a G or something?
Yep. Give me just a moment. Oh boy.
I mean,
Notes.
I can tell
My
you guys it
notes.
without her name, and you can fill it in later.
We'll just say Gilladid for now.
Gilladid? Okay, so I would say, hey, Glow Buddy. Hope you guys made it out okay. We have a bunch of the refugees and have got somewhere kind of safe for now. It was Gilladid that sent the mind flayer there, if that helps at all.
To spy on
hope you're
Dominic.
safe.
To spy on Dominic. Mention that.
You want me to? Okay, I'll add. It was to spy on Dominic.
Okay. So you mentioned all of that. 5 minutes go by. 10 minutes go by. No response.
I don't think that's good, guys. But maybe he just lost a scroll. He might have lost a scroll. It might have gotten burnt. There's a lot of stuff was going on. He's fine. He's fine. He's fine.
We can only hope.
Not only is fine, I'm pretty sure they're all adequate.
Oh! Okay, Caro, that was awful, but I'm going to give you a card for that. Also, Athena, because you cracked us up, I'm going to give you a card as well of inspiration.
I have to flip mine because I still have one.
You can gift one to another player if you wish, or you can just simply flip it.
No, I'll give it to Twinkle Wings since I tried to get her killed last game on accident.
Okay. Okay, Twinkle Wings, are you able to accept one?
Yes.
Okay. You have a card of inspiration that's been gifted to you by another player.
Oh, Al. See, I knew you were my best friend.
Okay.
Twinkle Wings.
I'd like to imagine this
Oh my
like
God,
beam
you all
of
are
like
the best.
mote of light. Yep.
Yeah, definitely. So, as you all, as you read out your message, unfortunately, there's no response. But as you continue, would you like to head out into Maseldsz Terror, or is there anything that you would like to do to tie up ends?
I'm down to go exploring.
Just pick wherever has money, please.
Incursion.
As long as there's stuff to hit, I'll be happy.
Incursion.
We should probably. Yes.
How about we head down to the canteen, see if we can rustle up a few gold coins, some arm wrestling competitions?
Well, as you can see, I'm always well armed, so I'm ready to do it whenever.
Hey, Big Blue, why are you saying that to him? I'm stronger than he is.
What are you talking
Catch
about?
me on my size.
I'm not judging you. We just, it's the image that he gives off.
Yeah,
People will
therefore,
be more
wouldn't you
willing to
make more
accept
money
the
off of me?
challenge.
She just picked me up like 2 minutes ago.
Yes, it was quite the sight.
Yeah, let
very
them
impressive.
do their thing. I think it's a challenge, Al. I think you and I should go do the same thing and see who can make more money at it.
So I'm not an arm wrestler. I'm more like
No, you get people to arm wrestle me for money.
Oh, I can do that. I can get their money. I can get
So it's the manager and the fighter. Essentially, I'm the fighter, so is Bryn, and our managers are Maresh and Al.
Little friendly.
And maybe I could. Hey, friendly, so to speak. We
Okay.
work 2 halves of the cantina, and then we try to make as much gold as possible without
Got it.
embarrassing ourselves.
Okay,
If we make
so
more gold, then you have to give half your gold to Al.
Ooh, I like this game.
Hold on.
If we win, we get 3 free heals apiece.
Absolutely not. Do you understand how much money that is?
Are you
Yes.
worried that you'll lose?
Well, it's money. I'm not gonna lose, but I just wanted to clarify that that's like 60 gold, man. Do I look like a heal bank?
Kind of.
We do have to
Alright.
pay you for it.
That's true.
Well then,
okay,
the
so
challenge is struck.
to Chameleon's Cantina.
Indeed.
Do 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 do.
Oh,
No,
I
no,
just saw
no,
that
is that-
Night Haze just wrote into the chat. She's going to be around in about 10 minutes. So she's going to come in on this as well. Okay.
All right. Everybody keep vamping for another 10 minutes.
No. If you guys go into battle, she's coming in. There's no cardboard cutouts. All right. You all go to Chameleon's Cantina. Are you all able to see the map? Because You know, I have a problem with dynamic lighting sometimes.
It looks very
I
pretty.
wouldn't know anything of it.
That's pretty.
So out of game, this is Berserkus talking. This was not made by me. This was made by an artist called Micah. Micah had created this a long time ago for a contest. Chameleon's Cantina is their own creation. However, the concept of it is so cool, I wanted to add it into mine. So you find this in the Dungini contest from 2015. It is amazing. I love their concept art. Now, back into the game. As you go into the exterior of this dome-like structure, it looks almost sort of like what a classic Library of Congress looks like from the exterior, but much smaller. Simply a cantina. Out front, you see normal... very normal-looking shrubbery with some sun lamps that are right above. As you look at the front doors appear to be very, very thick, banded with steel. And as you open the doors, you feel a quick, like a sucking sensation as it brings you back in. As you look inside of this area, it appears as though you are stepping through the void of space. You see nebulae, nebuluses, nebulae? A bunch of nebulous. As you look through each one of the stars, you see the constellations of those things that are familiar to your sky. You're stepping over Taurus, which Mercury happens to be in this month, which I learned the other day. And as you walk forward, you see that you're the only ones in this cantina.
We may have...
Perhaps it's too early in the day.
You hear a loud...
Not many days.
And you hear like a bunch of pans and everything else slamming in the back. And you hear, "I'm coming! Don't leave! I'm coming!" A little bit of time goes by, and you notice a very formless-looking creature. This is an androgynous, very gender-fluid-looking changeling, who you've not really seen very many changelings before, although very similar to the changelings who have joined you in your exodus right before you reached Maseldsz Terror. As this person comes out, they get to the front of the bar, and you see that they're covered with a little bit of mustard across one side. They're holding two pans that don't match, and they look like they're a little bit flustered. As they get to the bar, they say, "Hey, welcome. Chameleon's Cantina. I'm Chameleon, or you can call me Dox. Are you thirsty?"
Whack.
"You're Whack. Okay, hello, Whack. I'm Dox."
Hi. I have a question for you.
"Sure."
Why is there nobody here? It doesn't seem like a great way to make money.
"Oh, no. They're just not here in this space."
They're on another plane?
"No, not really.
Are they invisible?
No.
Are they in
They're just
another
not
room?
here." "Kind of, yes.
Okay.
It's chameleons. You know, when you enter into a space where you're feeling. What does it look like to you right now? Hang on.
Space.
Can one of you give me a high five?"
Brenna immediately
they-
gets the hardest high five.
And as that happens, he's, "Ah! Oh, you're in the space room. Sure. So you didn't know what you were expecting when you came in, so this is what appeared."
Oh,
And you
okay.
also see that Dox right now actually changes their form a little bit. You notice that they're a little bit less gender fluid, and now a little bit more towards the male end of the spectrum. And as their body changes, you see that their hair is now purple and black, that their skin is a little bit paler and fairly blue, but still their eyes are formless without pupil or pupil sclera or iris. He says, "So yeah, you're just you're not expecting this, so you probably are new to town, right?"
Yes.
We are.
Indeed.
Oh, well, welcome.
Thank you.
Yes, if I can get you anything to drink. We have Blood Sea Vale. If you'd like a little bit of dark honey mead. We also have a lot of barley drink from Felden's birth.
You had me at honey.
Sure, I'll go get you a bottle. In the meantime, sit down and make yourself comfortable. I'm sorry. So he's ordering around for everybody, correct? And I heard Maresha something, but I think I spoke over you.
I was just saying one bottle of the honey mead for me as well.
Okay. So honey mead. Am I right on that?
I don't want anything.
Oh.
I'll pay for it, Al, if it's about the money. He looks funky. I don't trust him.
Fair enough.
So 3 honey mead, please.
Because you hear the and you just hear the crashing in the back, and he's like, okay. As he goes through all that, as he responds to you, you hear the sound of a lot more patrons or a lot of conversation happening in the back room. But as you're listening to that, the moment that he stops speaking, it snaps to a silence again. But it's a deep silence, to the point where you can hear each other and all your movements are very, very normalized to you, but everything else is just completely silent. No ambient sound whatsoever. The sound of the blood rushing in your ears, the sound of the breath leaving your nose and mouth is the only sound that you hear in this entire room. It's peaceful to the point of frighteningly peaceful.
This place doesn't feel right, guys. What is up with this?
Maybe we just need to... Well, they said they were in another room, right? Maybe we should just imagine, like, in a room with more people?
It was almost perfectly silent until you two started talking.
I'm sorry.
Al. I know how you value your silence. You know I'm bad at it.
Okay, so is that something you would like to try?
We came here to find people.
Is there a door? Because, I mean, they said another room. Don't other rooms normally have doors?
Potentially. You don't see any other doors in this room, however. You only see the door that led to the back of that room. Hello, little one.
Let's imagine that we're surrounded by other tavern goers.
Okay. What are you all imagining?
I'm gonna imagine cat people.
Okay.
I am imagining like a really old-looking, smelly tavern, kind of dimly lit, and there's people like picking each other up and throwing them over the bar.
Okay.
Thinking, like, same kind of rustic wood feeling, but big old ring in the middle for, like, a fighting ring.
Understood. You all concentrate as hard as possible. And as you do, you can hear loud bits of noise coming from the other room. As you hear, it sounds like Chameleon is trying to get things ready for you, or trying to search for something. So you just keep hearing the banging of pots and pans over and over and over again. But a little bit of time goes by, and you hear him's like, "Oh, wait! Can you don't do that? Just ah!" And you hear him get flustered. As that happens, you all are transported to a brand new Chameleon's Cantina.
Oh.
And you find yourself in a room full with people. As you do so, you find that there is nobody behind this bar. There is a massive statue of a large black dragon that is gilded in gold. As you take a look around this area, there is also a massive black dragon's head that is pinned to the wall. Yes. As you're looking around towards all the other patrons, there are a couple dwarves here, each one drinking and causing a little bit of a stir. Some Duragar, some Svirfneblin, some Drow, a bunch of lizard folk, and even more interesting travelers. You can see a few Kalishtar. You can see a couple Gith Yankee and Gith Zerai. This is fairly a full place, but you notice that every single one of them is armed. After a little bit of time, you see Dox come out. Completely different look to Dox this time. This time, a little bit more female towards their look. And as they come out with longer, and their hair is now bright red. But still, eyes without color or people. Holding a lot of bottles. And there's like, I went to like 10 dimensions looking for you all. Just sit here, wait for me to give you your things, pay for it, and then we'll go, okay? I have to open so many doors otherwise.
Okay.
Understood.
10 dimensions? What?
Well, yes. You all... So what were you thinking when you first got here? Probably
Fight.
nothing. That's why you went to the
Nothing.
space. Oh, okay. Don't fight here, please. That's all I ask. You can gamble. You can do whatever else you wish. Just no blood. I hate blood.
Can we arm wrestle? Is that okay?
Oh, sure.
Okay.
Fantastic.
But only with your arms. And I mean it.
Okay. Okay.
As she looks over, she starts to put the bottles down, and as she starts shouting out names, they're in languages that you don't know. Some of them she starts speaking out. Okay, I have a blood sea veil for... And you hear somebody from behind float forward. You can see that they have 4 little eye stalks coming above their body, and it's just a little floating trench coat. As that happens, they grab it with their mouth and put it back down. It's like, okay, before you leave, 4 gold, thank you. And you just see 4 gold float out of the pocket. And ding, 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 ding. Your all drinks are right here. I need 6 gold, please.
I got it, guys.
Cheers.
Thank you.
And I will give them 10 gold. Sorry that we made you look for us.
No. Exact change only. I appreciate the tips, but I don't need them. Exact change only. Roll me an insight check, please, Britta.
Okay.
Ooh, let's see what this is.
Curious.
Okay. Because that Dox is a changeling, you're not sure where they were looking. But they were not looking at you when they said that.
Okay, then.
It's pretty weird not to accept extra money.
Dox looks over and says, "It's okay. I'm doing very, very well for myself. Exact change only. I don't like to have more or less. My tills are perfect."
Your tills aren't perfect until they're full of all the money.
I have a lot of tills.
Now,
Here,
now,
now,
Al.
do you want the 4 gold they didn't want? You can have the tip.
Yes, please. See, that's how business is done.
Their business, their rules.
As that happens, you see Dox give a slight nod and then move over to start. You can hear the sound of sizzling something in the back, and a waft of a very savory flavor comes through the air.
Okay, that smells good.
Are you hungry?
Yeah.
I didn't think I was, but I think so.
You can have what's on the pot, or we can make you something.
What's in the pot?
Mm. Mm.
I'll take what's in the pot.
Me too. I'll
Okay.
take
I'm
whatever.
feeling adventurous. Let's do it.
Okay. It's 5 copper to eat what's in the pot.
All right.
Well, let's have a taste.
So five copper. Wait. That's a
20 copper.
5. How many copper is it silver, guys? Because I don't have copper.
Sorry, that's 2 silver for all 4 of you. If you're paying for Dr. Iris, or sorry, Dr. V, that will be 2 silver, 5 copper.
Can one of you get Dr. V? Because I am out of silver and copper, and they're an exact change kind of establishment.
If you need change, I can still give you change. That's fine.
Oh,
I'm just not going to take extra.
Okay, then here's another silver.
Okay, thank you. And they hand you back change from a gold. So 7 silver and 5 copper. As that happens, they bring out the pot. They put it in front of you. It is massive. It is a huge cauldron. And now, number 1, you see that Dox is actually incredibly strong. And number 2, this pot is definitely some kind of mystery. There are so many colors in there, you're not sure that some of these you should be able to see or if they really exist.
Delightful.
That's really cool looking. It looks like some kind of potion.
Question, Biz.
I am busy.
How many people in here are wearing pants?
All of them, except for the floating gazer.
Besides Dox, because never target the person who runs the establishment.
Mm-hmm.
As we are drinking and partaking the pot of delicious goodness, I will pull out the wand of pubescent immaturity and begin awkwardly intervening in people's conversations.
Okay, go ahead and roll me a d10. Oh.
Perfect.
Hey, there's Night Haze.
Night Haze.
He's in.
9.
Okay. By the way, you're rolling those just to me, so go ahead and take off your 2
Whoops.
GM.
Oh,
No,
that's
it's totally fine.
cool.
Okay, while this is all happening too, I'm going to refocus all the cameras. But as you are looking around to all of the tables and trying to find where you're interested the most, let's see, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You come across the drow. These drow that are here are wearing very silvery robes. You notice that their outfits are very similar to the Sunseekers. You think that is where they were, that the Sunseekers are, must be the ones that have this sort of outfit. But as you do, they are 2 women and 1 man. You notice that the male outfit, however, is a little bit more functional and less pretty. This one is meant solely for utility. So think of 2 gorgeous cocktail dresses and 1, black suit, black tie sort of thing. So as you look across, the women are wearing dresses. The man is wearing a suit-looking thing. What would you like to do?
I'll approach the table. Do you mind if I sit here?
Okay. You approach the table, and as that happens, they look up at you and they start to speak in a hand code. Do you know Undercommon yet?
I'm 10 points off.
Roll me a D100. If you get 5 or below, you will not know what they're saying. Okay. As they start to sign to you, they start signing to you the symbol for Selene. And they want to know if you are part of the Sunseekers or are an ally.
I will do the hand motion that the Miha and Doha showed us to show that I am an ally.
Okay. So you do so, and as you send the symbol back, they pull a chair out. There's only one chair that's available to them, but they're more than happy to let you sit down with them.
While he's doing that, I'll target the man in the formal suit.
Okay. So you target the guy in the formal suit with the wand. Roll me a stealth check. Or are you just like saying, "Oi!" Pew! And firing the thing like way out there?
Well, this is subtlety at the maximum amount of subtlety.
Okay, roll me a stealth
I'm
check.
trying to be stealthy, though it might be at disadvantage because I'm wearing half plate.
No, that's not the point. So this is just to be able to pull out a wand and fire it. So I'm going to take the left number. It's 18.
Nice.
Okay. What is his passive perception? One moment. Doing this while focusing cameras is like next level focus for me. I'm sorry. I'm just going to toot my own horn here that this is so hard.
You're in the zone.
So, the gentle drow at the table is much more interested in Maresh than they are.
Clearly.
And you pull the wand out. You say the incantation. It. You know it went off.
Do I notice this?
You're at a table. Everybody's sitting down. Are you like leaning over to look at this man's crotch?
No.
I'm cool if you are. I mean, no judgment.
Just like, do I see him give any reaction? Any
You see
visual?
him give no reaction. No.
Fox 2, a lady right next to her. Next to him.
Okay, so you're shooting another shot of the wand of pubescent immaturity to the woman that's next to him?
Yes.
Okay. Roll again.
You die
Stealth
of
check?
prankster. There it is.
14. Okay. So as this one goes off, you see that another one at the table, and you watch as her hand goes up and she throws counterspell. As that happens, you watch as both of them get up immediately. You watch all four of them pull out their weapons from their backs. Each one has two short curved blades. As they both pull them out and they point them in your direction.
I'll put my hands up, and then with the wand, I hit myself with it to show that I meant no harm with it.
Okay. You zap yourself with the wand. Nothing happens.
Oh, right.
You're wearing it because you're wearing a kilt.
Is Maresh wearing pants at all?
No, he's a sorcerer. He wears a robe.
What I know would work.
Potentially.
If you pull down my pants, I'm gonna punch you in the face.
That's not how that works. Oh, I did. I put on jorts.
Oh god, that's right.
You do have jorts on underneath that. I forgot.
Oh my god.
Yeah. You have jorts on. So as that happens, you watch as your kilt in the front just... So as the drow get up, you notice that the Svirfneblin, the dwarves, and the Githyanki all get up as well. Lizard folk stay down. But each one of them, although not drawing their weapons and seeing what's happening, you do that, and as that happens, you see that the man walks forward. The man walks forward, and this one puts both of the blades to your neck, and then starts speaking to you in Undercommon. Do you speak Undercommon?
Nope.
Al does.
I do.
Wait, I thought Incursion finished his training, didn't he?
Oh, hell no. Have you seen my rolls?
Getting to roll his training.
Oh, that's why I haven't seen it.
Okay, so as his blades are against your neck, you hear him saying something to you that you just don't get. Al, go ahead and roll me a perception check. Maresh, you can do so as well. Thank you very much, Lord Geyser. I appreciate that. Al is just like, this is weird. But Maresh, you hear them say, "You've disrespected the women. This will be paid for."
Allow me to translate this for Incursion. You might want to apologize, my friend.
Would you like to translate for me then? Because I meant no harm with it.
I'll do so.
If they thought I was trying to cast a spell to harm them, that was not my intention.
I think he just said you disrespected them. That's not harm. That's it. You're being rude.
Oh. Sorry. How should I pay for this?
He looks directly at you, and even when he gets a little bit closer, he starts to whisper in your ear. As that happens, you kind of like touch swords for a second, so you feel the pressure on the front of your jorts kind of meet the pressure on the front of his slacks, and he looks down and he takes both of his blades and whoosh, and he slices straight through the front of your jorts. Luckily, there was nothing there, so you're fine. But now you have a clear window into the Holy Land. But he turns around and he adjusts himself. You see him, and he casts a spell upon his junk. The force goes away. He puts his swords away. Everybody else puts their swords away. Although you are exposing yourself, he assumes that he has just turned you to a eunuch.
If that's what I assume, I just pretend to grab my stuff and just like, let's see, do I have something to sell this? I need to sell this.
Okay.
What does thaumaturgy do?
It can slam open or shut the doors and windows that are unlocked. It can tremble the ground. It can increase the sound of your voice by 3 times. It can raise or lower any firelight.
So I drop to my knees using thaumaturgy. I'm going to use 3 different forms of it. I boom my voice 3 times as loud. I make any flames cause the brighten flicker, and then the tremors as I give out like a yell of "No!" and then collapse.
Roll me a performance check at advantage. Because that's a performance. That's not deception.
Gotta give.
How
18.
often do you see a barbarian using a performance check? Okay.
18.
18. In just a moment. I'm going to roll for everybody in the bar.
What about me? Do I think that he's a eunuch now?
Knowing what he just did and knowing probably what has happened, also seeing very clearly that the tartan and the jorts are empty. You're thinking that it's fine. But for everybody except for a dwarf that's on the very far end, this dwarf has bright green hair.
Dwarf with green hair.
You see everybody else go, "Oh!" in like sympathetic screaming.
Cat. Bye, cat.
Cat? Sorry?
Oh, one of your cats decided to say hello and then bug.
No, nothing like that. It's like when any guy watches another guy get kicked in the crotch really hard, and we all go, "Oh!" Like that sympathetic pain that we all feel. I don't know why it happens. It just does.
Mm.
Yeah.
It's like we had that mental link for like a moment.
Yeah, it's a psychic thing. I don't know what it is.
The collective unconscious pain of our brothers.
Of our two younger brothers. So, as you slowly perform your writhing on the ground and sort of twist the kilt just a little bit so you have a coverage, they sit back down at your table. Or they sit back down at the table and continue the conversation. You see that the male drow is furious, and both the female drows are both impressed but also angry.
Here, let me mend that for you, sir, for everyone in this party's sake. You don't have to pay me, it's free. And I'll use mending on his jorts.
Okay. So you take the two lodestones next to his jorts, you slam them on either side, and as that happens, it takes you 10 minutes to be able to mend this. But while that's happening, you see Dox looking over and says, "I said no fighting, so could you stop? Thanks." And after that, she taps twice on the dragon statue. You notice that the little part that she touched starts to wave, almost like she touched water.
Ooh.
Oh no.
Well, that was quite the experience.
Are you
Caro,
still
get a
at the
card of
other-
inspiration for that? However, that was ridiculous.
I have to flip one because I have one already.
How much gold did you say you had?
I had a whole 3 gold.
Okay. We are going to roll off. I'm going to roll a d20. You are going to roll a d20.
Got it.
Are you going to roll higher than me or lower than me? In 3, 2, 1, roll.
Higher.
You going to roll higher?
Yes.
Okay. You see a slot machine. It's at the end of the bar. Somebody's left a coin.
Dum, 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 dum.
Okay. As this is happening, you're reaching up and you're doing this all while you have Al like at your crotch trying to mend your broken tartan. And you do all that in like a really weird twist as you're trying to gamble. As that happens, you see what look to be some sort of infernal mark. And then the second spinner lands on the same infernal mark. Third spinner. Bing, ding, 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 ding. You hear a ba-doom. Single coin. You see it, and it's a very, very large platinum coin.
Ooh.
Well done, my friend. I pat him on the back.
Will this cover some payments for the day? And I look towards Al.
Yeah, by the end of the day, that whole platinum coin will be mine.
Right. And that's put the coin back. I put the coin in my. Is that machine still there,
Machine
or
still
did
there?
it? I'll take a single gold coin that I still have, and try again.
Okay. You put your coin in, and as you start to rifle through, you don't feel any more money.
Oh. Huh. That must have been it. So we'll walk away from the slot machine then.
Okay. You
That's
don't really
curious.
walk anywhere. Eventually, Al's just like, "Stop!" And she moves you and she slams you up, like, and is like, "I have to fix this."
Sorry.
Maresh,
I
did
mean,
you want to do anything
ow!
else? Maresh, did you want to do anything with these drow?
No. I'll just sit at the table and eat the, I guess, soup, whatever was in the pot.
Okay.
And
Brenna,
Christian,
is
you
there
gotta
anything
stop
that you would like to
walking
do?
around. Al is trying to fix those. Everybody came here for a fight, not a show.
Not a fight, an arm wrestle.
An arm wrestle, yes. But I guess
But
we're
it-
not going to get that now because you're so busy trying to do your thing.
Sorry, I didn't mean to touch tips. You're not supposed to touch tips. That was a bad thing.
That was weird.
Sorry.
Okay.
Just say-
Al, you're gonna continue to mend for at least a little bit. So I'm gonna skip you on this one round.
That's okay.
But Dr. Iris. But Dr. Iris, what would you like to be doing in Chameleon's Cantina?
Me being a person who likes things that sting and burn, especially for myself, I'm gonna
Okay.
go up to the bar and ask for the strongest liquor that could kill me.
Okay.
Okay.
I
As
want
you
to
do
die.
so,
Give me a drink.
I'd like for you to roll me a persuasion check. As Doc
Okay.
says, okay. You're not here with the dwarves, are you? So they ask if you're there with the dwarves. What do you tell them?
No, I'm just here. I'd like a drink though. I mean, unless you want to see if I can burn you.
It's like, okay. I see that you guys are a little bit aggressive. Stop. This is still my place. Okay? Be nice. Everybody's nice. Everybody's cool. Everyone understand that? Cool? Nice? Good.
Sorry, I'm
Yes.
just
Be
aggressive
able
with
to get you
everybody.
something. Great. Stop doing that here. It goes to all of you, even the people I'm not talking to. And you see that Dox is now actively changing their eye color from bright white to very deep red, and then flips back. So, she now is leaning more towards female. Says, "I've got just this thing. Give me just a minute. It'll be 2 gold, but you'll get your own bottle. Give me just a bit." She goes into the back. For everybody who bought soup, I want for you all to please roll me a D100. We are going to be rolling on a random table.
Oh boy. We love random tables.
Okay. Nubuffins, you're currently rolling just to me, so go ahead and turn off the 2GM. Rush 88. Cursion 166. Al 63. Okay. 1 second. Brenna, Maresh, can I please have you both roll Constitution checks?
Okay.
Okay. Maresh, this is a little bit too hearty for you. It's like whatever portion that you got a lot of like yeasty bread. You got a bunch of meat that you're not too sure where it came from. So to you, this is just filling. Brenna, whatever you got in that pot, something just was perfect. Absolutely divine to you. As you take it, it warms your entire body up. It feels like grandmother's meal when you were sick and it was raining outside. It was perfect. You get 5 temporary hit points. Maresh, unfortunately, you don't get temporary hit points. Incursion and Al. I need for you both to roll me charisma checks.
Fascinating. Hey.
Okay. So, incursion, Al, as you have this, you got something that's like a very strong spice. Something on your tongue is burning, but as you continue to swallow it down, it's actually burning a little bit deeper. Incursion, because you have fire resistance, you aren't affected at all. Aldrat, for the next 2 hours, anything that you say, little flames will wisp from your mouth.
That's so cool.
It's a spicy meatball.
Oh, talk again, Al. That looks amazing. It's painful.
You're actually noticing it. Like every time that happens, a little bit of her hair, if it's in front of her face, starts to, and it catches on fire a little bit, and she's like, ah. So she, like, moves all of her hairs back as far as possible away from her mouth. It's actual fire. It's not like magic.
Wow.
So, a little bit of a sparks out.
So we won't be taking you in with any gunpowder today.
I'm just gonna shake my head. I'm not even gonna talk.
As a but as this happens, the dwarf that has been watching all of this happen, he comes up and he taps on Brenna's shoulder, and he says, "Oi there, little kobold. Here you're looking for arm wrestling. You trying to match your strength with someone?"
I am. Are you wanting to arm wrestle?
"Oh, hell no. But I do know somebody that does." And you look back and you see a Svirfneblin. This is a dark gnome, and they are around your size. You're actually a little taller. But this one looks very lanky. But you do notice that they have on a very big belt.
Why do I feel like everybody knows something about that but me?
Do they have a beard?
This Svirfneblin does not. This Svirfneblin is completely bald.
Golden.
Well, I mean, if you want to arm wrestle, I'll arm wrestle you.
Okay. So, as the dwarf comes by and says, "Yeah, if you want to make that happen, how about if I officiate? I'll make sure that everything's on the open up, and you all can, give me a little bit of that juice afterwards." Huh? What do you say?
The juice? What juice? Huh?
So, this is Bizarre is actually saying this. So, in gambling, if you ever go to a bookie, you give him a little bit of the winnings off the top. It's called juice.
Oh, okay. Brenna would have no idea any of that. I don't even. So.
I just watch a lot of shows about gambling. I've watched a lot of crime shows.
See, I thought
You've watched a lot of crime, have you?
I thought he was just.
I watch a lot of crime.
buy a drink.
Team crime.
A lot of crime.
I just watch medical crime.
Even better. That's way more terrifying. So you can see that the Sphere of Nebulin is completely nondescript. There is nothing about the Sphere of Nebulin that says, yes, I am a strong person. There's no definition in their body type. There's wearing like a long earthly color, thick homespun tunic, leggings that go down to thick boots, and this belt, however, it's a work of art that definitely doesn't seem like it belongs. It very, very much stands out.
That's a really nice belt you got. What's up with that? It's pretty.
As this Sphere of Nebulin looks up at you, it says, "Thanks. Yeah, I got it myself. It's a family heirloom."
That's beautiful. Look, and she's gonna pull her shirt down in the front and go, look, I glow. Someone did this and I glow now.
That's nice. You're gonna try to arm wrestle me now, aren't you?
If you want to arm wrestle.
Sure.
Okay.
I do it for money, though.
How much?
How much you want to put down?
How about a platinum?
Okay.
Okay.
She reaches down, and as that happens, she takes out a massive bag. This bag is probably about the size of your head, and it's just... and you hear the sound of coin fall. As that happens, she's like, oh, I guess I have to dig around and see if I have any platinum. And it's just full of gold. As she digs around, she eventually finds a single platinum. And is like, oh, I guess it's at the bottom of the bag. Here you go. Platinum.
Are those your winnings from previous matches?
Something like that. And she ties the bag tight.
And I'll take my platinum and put it down.
Okay. So, as you take your platinum and put it down, you have everybody else saying, all right then, if the littlest giant is going to go up against this little one, place your bets! Place your bets! And you see that everybody else is starting to like reach into their pockets, including the drow, and they start to pull out their money. As this happens, you see that the dwarf goes around with a book, and he starts writing down everybody else's bet. He collects which one, and he puts it into two separate bags. As he does, you see everybody else starting to bet. How much are you going to bet, and on whom? There is no limit to these bets.
20 gold on the gnome.
Okay.
I'm gonna bet 20 gold on Twinkle Wings because we're friends or something.
Got it.
I'm gonna put the
Anyone
whole
else?
platinum in on Brynna.
Okay. Dr. Iris, are you going to bet or are you going to hold off?
Being an observer, I'll only go 2 gold into this bet,
And,
but I'll put it on Brynna.
Okay, you put it on Brynna. Okay, so in total, that is that much. Okay, just did a little bit of calculation on my side. Which you're going in on Brynna. So, Brynna, you and I are going to face off. I'm also going to change the music just a little bit because it's a competition, so why not have a little bit of battle music? So, as you go up against the
competition because we like each other.
So as you go up against the littlest giant, she puts out her hand, and it's the daintiest little hand that you've ever seen. But she puts it right on the edge of the table because she's too small to really sit at a normal table. So she puts it right up on the top, and she's like halfway there. There's no other way to grab hold of the table. You have to put your hands flat. They put another table up next to you so that this way you have somewhere that you can put your hand flat. And you all grasp each other's hands. As that happens, the dwarf comes by and wraps your hands together. And he says, "All right then, the littlest giant versus little emerald wing over here. And go!" As that happens, you hear some kind of like fanfare happening in the back, and you see that both the dragon heads are like doing mouth trumpets. You see them both. Very much a glamour, but still pretty funny. So let me get a strength check from you, and we'll get a strength check from the little giant. This will be open, so you will be able to see it.
That's the worst one ever.
Okay, but still goes really well. So you take this and you start getting into a good, you're now at about a 30-degree angle, and you're starting to move. As this happens, she's so strong. You're like, oh my god, I never would have expected this little one to be that tough. All right. Next roll. Roll again. This time she and she gets you right back up to level. Roll again. This time she drops you farther, and now you're at a 45-degree angle, and all the while she's just looking you right in the eyes. No change in the facial expressions whatsoever.
Brennan's
like she's
literally
playing
be
with you.
smiling at her like it's fun.
Okay.
Because she loves
Roll again. This last one, she said, the little one just says, "This was a good time," and just slams your hand down on one side.
Oh, this one's fun. You're really strong.
She grabs the money from that one from the winnings, and as she grabs it, she just looks over towards the rest of you all and says, "If you all ever want to try again, by all means, they call me Little Giant." You see the dwarf looking around and is like, "All right, what a match! What a match! Little Giant still undefeated, 155 wins."
Oh my god.
And as that happens, he looks into his bag and he says, "The hell? Who took the money?" And he drops the bag with that was on Brenna, and it's empty except for 1 platinum.
Wait, what?
What?
The coin that that Incursion put in is the only coin that drops from that bag.
Well, I placed my bet on the gnome.
That's
So,
true. You double your money.
Fantastic.
The rest of you will lose the money that you bet.
Filling the platinum. It's fine.
It's just 2 gold.
True. But as that happens, you see that those who bet on the Little Giant are furious because there's just like, "Where's all the gold?" They think that the dwarf is trying to pull a fast one. There's only 1 platinum remains. He pulls out another bag that's his personal, and he has to hand out all the winnings to everyone else. He is livid.
Does
If you've
he
ever
put
seen
the
a dwarf that was about to explode, this is it.
Poor guy.
My question is, does he put the platinum coin in the in the bag afterwards?
He leaves the platinum coin on the table.
Do you not want to?
He immediately, the moment that happens, he punches you hard in the chest. He just massive straight punch. And he does that. He grabs it and wrestles it from your hand. It's like, this is mine! You lost!
Well, I'm trying to understand what happened.
I don't know what happened!
Coin,
now shut up!
Don't just...
And he is furious. As this happens, he gives you another push. And he pushes you against the bar. As this happens, though, you watch as that golden dragon head comes super close and gets in his face. And just starts to move left and right in front of him. It's like, fine. Sorry, Dox. Sorry. No violence. I know.
How about an experimentation?
Experiments?
He looks over at you and is like, I don't want to deal with this right now. And he moves over.
Anyone got a copper coin? Something that, simple.
I have a copper coin.
Can I see it real quick?
Sure. I'm going to give him a copper.
I'm going to put the copper coin on top of the platinum coin.
Okay. He still has it in his hand. So you're going to try to put it back?
Can I take the copper coin on top of the platinum coin? And let me just try something.
Like in his hand, I think. That's what he's saying.
So, remember, he grabbed it from you. He wrestled it from your hand as you were lifting it up off the table.
Yes.
Then he punched you. And then he wrestled it away. So you're trying to put the coin on the thing that's in his hand?
I'm going to ask him. I'm going to try to put this copper coin, on the platinum coin. I have an idea what might have happened. Because I just got that platinum.
Roll me a persuasion check at disadvantage, and go ahead and finish your sentence.
Because I got that platinum coin from a slot machine that was right over there. Is it still there?
You look back, the slot machine's gone.
That's interesting. And then disadvantage, you said, right?
Disadvantage.
Drats.
Okay.
9.
He looks you right in the face, and he looks like he's about to hurt you. He's furious.
Fine, whenever you have a chance, put a coin on top of it. If it disappears, the coin is the reason.
Okay.
And I walk away from it.
Okay, you walk away. So as you walk away, you look around and the tension in the room is palpable. You do know that there's other things for you to do today. You're thinking this may be a good time to
bugger out.
I think you've had enough fun here today, Incursion. Maybe we should head back.
Definitely. Let's head back to Elenel's and then figure out what we want to do.
But before we go, I'm going to run back over to my little friend and I'm going to dig through my bag and see if I have any more of the flowers that I had picked like 6 sessions ago up top that hopefully are dry now, and give them one. I hope you'll be my friend. You're strong. I like strong people.
Roll me in a persuasion check at advantage.
Hey. Didn't roll it
at
24. I rolled it twice.
24. That's totally fine. So as you do that, and as you say that, and hand the flower over, Little Giant looks over and says, "Thank you. It's really pretty. It's very nice. Yeah, come back anytime."
Okay. Next time, maybe we can have a drink or something, not just arm wrestle. It would be fun. Oh, and I'm Brenna.
Oh, sure.
It was nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Brenna. My real name's Larry.
It's nice to meet you, Larry. That's a good name.
See ya. When you come back, Think about a grassy, lovely place filled with flowers. I'll be there.
Okay, I'll meet you there.
Bye.
Bye.
All the while, you just hear a string of horrid cursing in Dwarvish. But you all head back out into Maseldsz Terror. And as you come out, you think about the kind of things that you need to do. You can either continue to explore the constabulary. You could search more regarding the dragon's lair, who you know to be in that volcanic non-natural cavern. Or you could potentially go to the crystal caverns. The crystal caverns being Zircardin crystal. Is any of those something of interest to the party?
You know what
Please
dragons
take the time
like?
to discuss.
Dragons like money. You know what I like?
Money.
I like money.
I would also like to acquire some more gold coins, so I figure if we're dealing with dragons, we're dealing with hoard of money, so yeah. How do we
Who votes
feel?
for money? What about everyone else?
I'm okay with seeking for a dragon. As long as there's things that I can just take back to preserve.
I would just like to remind you all that dragons can be like me, and they can be like Erlem, and they cannot always be the worst. So maybe if we're gonna go somewhere, we could maybe keep in mind that they might not be the worst ever.
Certainly.
Okay.
Let's go and have ourselves a chat.
Okay. So you've decided to search the potential dragon's lair. Is that correct?
Yes.
Indeed.
Yep.
Okay. In which case, I am going to be placing you all back within the caravan's locale. Please take this time to equip yourself from the caravan inventory. For everyone else, this is a community game, so everything that the Vanguard collects on their adventures goes towards a community chest where they can collect whatever items, supplies, and then use them in their adventure. So at this point, this is your loadout phase. And while you do that, I'm going to be setting Lord Geyser on the upcoming map. So, as this is all happening, can you all please tell me what you would like to do?
All right. Maresh is going to be taking the animated shield, our fine arcane focus, and the cloak of protection, along with 4 healing potions.
Okay. So that is Maresh's loadout.
Brenna is gonna take 2 healing potions, a half plate plus 1, the Myrmidon's Bindant as a backup,
Okay.
and then I just had that list up. It was an antitoxin, a blizz gel, and a neutralizing powder.
Okay. Please, anybody at any time can tell me their loadouts.
Okay, well, Doctor, V is just gonna stick with her elven chain that she still has from last time, along with her cloak of bat, and then take another 5 darts of anaphylaxis to switch up.
Okay.
And then I believe you said it was a medicine check real quick to turn one of my vials into a necrotic bomb real quick.
That is correct. The essence of the
The-
carrion, which you all
yeah.
fought on your way down, you absolutely can. So go ahead and roll me a medicine check. Your DC is 15. If you reach a 15, you get a carrion essence bomb.
Hey, I get a bomb!
Nice. Yes, you do. You get a carrion essence bomb. So that is 2d6 of necrotic damage. It always hits, but they are able to make a Constitution saving throw to avoid the secondary effect. So you may add carrion essence to your inventory.
Alright.
Sick.
So incursion will take the Cambion Spear of Flame again.
Okay.
The adamantine half plate armor, right?
Yep.
Yep.
You're shining.
Like I had an already. Probably put away the one of Pubis and Immaturity. Don't think a dragon would appreciate that. I'll take 4 potions of healing. I have an unidentified item 2 in my inventory? That's weird. Anyway.
You still haven't used Erasiver's spell yet this session. If you want to use it for identification, you potentially could.
Yeah,
you could also use it for other things.
I'm going to save that because it's only 1 spell from whatever in that list, correct?
Can't use 1 spell from whatever it is in the list once per session. So it's just a free spell.
Got it. I think just as a... I was going to take the Relaxation Tree Blend.
Okay.
No, Tea Blend. I don't know why I said tree.
I don't know either, but I like it. I may do that. I just put a bunch of trees together in your inventory. Just say, it's really nice here as you carry around 6 saplings.
Yeah, just a little bonsai garden.
Yeah, it's just all bark, no bite.
Ba-ding!
And a potion of blink, and then I think that'll be it.
What the hell is an ab loader shift? I'm sorry, I just got something from the local film union. What's an ab loader? Never heard of that. Oh, sorry. My cat is going to invade our stream here in just a second. He's hiding from my wife again. So I need to put away everything that can fall. Otherwise, I'm going to lose a lot of glass. Okay.
Diamonds and 2 health potions, and then the ring of protection.
Okay. 1 second, Al. It sounds like I'm losing you just a bit, so I'm going to boost you up just a tiny bit. Okay. Al, can you give me a quick check? 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3. Is that any
If you happen to be farther away from your microphone, you can just move closer.
How about now?
Much better. Thank you.
Okay. Anyways, I'm gonna take a diamond, 2 health potions, and a ring of protection.
Okay. Awesome. Are you taking any armor, weapons, anything like that?
Oh, and can I actually bring the cursed black morning star as well?
Ooh.
Sure.
Well, if we're going on the black... Sorry, after you.
That will give you a +1 to attack in damage.
What is it added into the inventory as?
You can just add it as a +1 mace for now. But Chrissy's Black Morningstar was a custom item specifically for Christy, but since she bought it with the gold with the caravan's earned money, that item is available to everybody.
I look at.
Are you all getting any other items?
I also want to grab an ammonia inhalant because I figured it might come in handy. Hopefully not, but just in case.
I'll take one as well.
Understood. Anybody else?
Nope. This doctor's all set.
All right. So, all the way around, do you all feel prepared for the upcoming conflict?
Yep.
Yes.
Yes, indeedy.
Yep.
Okay. So, you all travel far south, in between the Myconid village and Maseldsz Terror. As you do so, you find yourself out in front of this massive, massive cavern. The heat is intense. And as you're outside, you hear the sounds of deep, deep breathing. It is heavy, and it is making your body shiver. There is something awful in there, and you're about to go talk.
Talk?
So, 30th Vanguard. You are outside. You hear deep breathing. Roll me either a nature or intelligence check, whichever's best for you. Nature, intelligence, nature, intelligence, intelligence. Okay. Maresh, you're the only one who got above the DC. So, as you're outside of this cavern, you're listening hard, and you're trying your best to see if this creature is conscious or if they're unconscious. You're not sure.
I'll warn everybody.
Also, I think that my audio is about to cut out.
The cat's on the sound.
Voice mod. When are you gonna... Yeah. Yeah. And I think he just turned off all my audio, so... I was making a tense... Plum, I was making a tense moment. Do you know how hard it is for me to make another one after you're so cute? Oh, you bastard. I'm just kidding. Your mother was a perfect little kitty. So, no magic voices today, because that's gone. But you all are outside of this cavern. Inside, you can see a very faint but bright blue light.
I'll warn everybody. Be careful. Let's proceed with caution.
As you continue forward, it is very, very dark in here. Is there any of you who do not have dark vision?
The doctor is human.
Hold on just
And
a
one
moment.
eye.
Oh, I didn't know she only had one eye.
I only have one eye. That works.
Okay, I'm going to cast Eyes of Night on the party, excluding myself.
Okay.
300 feet of dark vision, right?
Yeah.
Twilight clerics.
Yep.
My
Yeah.
God.
You know,
Oh.
Nice.
I rolled
So
up. in
this is what it looks
earlier
like.
today, and I made a cleric, and I was thinking about making a Twilight cleric after seeing what Al could do.
Okay. So after you get the spell cast upon your eyes, you all can see as clear as though it was daytime. A full football field's worth of distance. And as you look inside, you can see a glittering mound of gold. Something laying atop it. You can also see two slowly pulsing blue lights coming from the left and right, although they are just out of your vision. You can also see what look to be massive stone feet.
Feet.
Money.
Easy now, Al. You don't want to just go taking something that doesn't belong to us. We're not coming.
Yet.
What do you all do?
Where there's gold, there's normally the person who owns the gold, so we might want to, be careful. Don't just go all crazy trying to grab the gold. It's not what we're here for.
Let's slowly approach.
Okay. Stealth checks, please.
Oh boy.
Da.
Lord Geyser, you know what creature that you are going to be looking for. I need for you to please roll me a perception check if it has it. If not, roll me a wisdom check. You all start coming closer and closer and closer. And as you get even closer, you hear a sharp intake of air. Who's out there? It is... Sorry, I said that really weird. It is. Yes. Lord Geyser, the answer is yes, when the time comes. Okay. You hear it coming back to you.
Exploring what? You are trespassing. Let me show you one then.
Nothing happens, but he seems to be threatening you from the outside, from the interior. There isn't like a sassiness. There isn't. There isn't like a sassiness roll or like a annoyed roll that I can make for that. Lord Geyser, roll me a d20, and Aldrat, roll me a d20. I think I'm just going to have to do it with sort of like a roll-off and seeing how close we can get with that. I like what you're thinking. It's like persuading somebody and just disrespecting them completely. But I'm just going to make this a little bit more randomized than that. Okay. So as you say that, you just hear...
That sounds like the last words of a fool. How dare you come to my lair and insult me?
And I need for everybody to roll me initiative. I like this. This is fun. I know. I'm just saying it because like that's the last we're going to be doing it, but you'll eventually get yourself in. You all may place yourself within 10 feet of where you currently are. So I've just grouped you all together at the very open part. But you may place yourself within 10 feet of where I've put you. It's a tiebreaker. Mm-hmm. Okay, so we have a turn order. I have Lord Geyser, who rolled a 17 for his guy. Marsha, I have 16 for you. Dr. Virus, or V Iris. I'm sorry, Dr. V, I have 11 for you. Al, 10? Is that correct? Okay, I'm just putting these in manually. Incursion is 21, right? Okay, so I have Baresh, Brenna, the Dragon, Dr. V, Aldrat, Incursion. I didn't miss anybody, did I? Okay. Okay, and nobody got the same number. So, there's something interesting that happens when you're inside of a dragon's lair. So give me just a moment because I need to create something. So on initiative 20, which is going to be denoted by this barbed devil, on lair action, or sorry, on initiative 20, a lair action is going to happen. And that is what lair actions do. So, Lord Geyser, no pressure, but you are using a legendary creature on your very first outing as Ravenous. Have a lot of fun with it. It's going to be a great time. Oh, yeah. As you all come in, you see two massive giant statues that are next to you. Each one of them appears to be holding a huge orb in the center of their hands. It is dimly glowing a blackish blue. Two huge portals are next to you on right-hand side, left-hand side. They look to be rimmed with some kind of golden orbs, almost like strings of pearls. They're huge. They're about 15 feet in circumference. Or sorry, not in circumference, but about 15 feet in diameter. And they're perfect circles. They look to be active portals. You cannot see on the other side. They're just blue and glowing. However, you can hear the crackling of energy, and it smells like ozone in this entire area. This space is brackish and smells acrid as though it is covered in acid. But above you is the most terrifying feature. A absolutely gargantuan black dragon head. This head is not moving, but their eyes are glowing with a very, very bright light. The Maseldsz Terror goes first. As it looks to the rest of you, it tells you,
I've been hungry for days. New meat.
Sorry, that voice really takes it out of me. All right. The Maseldsz Terror brings itself across, flies into position. What is it going to do? You see it. As it sprays a line of acid. Incursion, Al, and Maresh. I need for you all to roll me dexterity saving throws. Wow. true. Okay. Al, Maresh, and Curzon, you all fail. You take 47 points of acid damage. Maresh, if you are resistant, you take half of that, which is 23. As it looks at you and just says,
You will melt, and I will eat what's left.
I'm just going to have a sassy voice instead of a scary dragon voice from now on. Well, there's not enough cough drops in my apartment. Please ping your token twice if that is the end of your turn. Okay, that is the end of its turn. Incursion, it is now your turn. Okay. Ah! Okay, you swing, swing, swing. Got it, thank you. Understood. So 19 is your highest, minus 5, that's 14. 14 is not going to hit. Oof. Sorry, man. Okay, only one roll, please. 25 minus 5 is 20, and that hits. So you do 25 total points of slashing damage as you slice into this creature. Thank you very much for being... Got it. Thank you very much. Okay, so I'm just going to add 5. Okay, he is going to use his legendary action to slap you with the back of his tail. This is at advantage because he attacked recklessly. So hold down your left shift button while you're making this attack. Do one more time, please, to see if you crit. Okay, the higher of it is 26, so I'm going to take that one. 10 points of bludgeoning damage reduced to 5 because you're raging. Okay, it is now the lair action. Lord Geyser, what lair action would you like to have activate? Boot doot 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 boot doot 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 boot doot doot doot. Oh, it's saying that your horse is saying that you're very low, Caroton. Can I please have a check 1 2 3? Check 1 2 3. Oof. Okay, I think I just blew you out. Sorry. He is going to pluff a cloud of insects all around you all. Please copy and paste what that lair action is into the chat, and then ping on the map where you would like for that to happen. A cloud of swarming insects fills a 20-foot radius sphere centered on a point within 120 feet. The cloud is lightly obscured, and you must make a Constitution saving throw when the cloud appears. Only when you end your turn in this cloud is it going to harm you on your next round. So I'm going to make the shape. Give me just a moment. Alt. I need for the Doctor, Brinna, Al, and Maresh to all roll me Constitution saving throws. Okay, go ahead and re-roll. For everybody in the chat, it seems like we've lost all audio. So I want to see if that's actually the case. Can you all just make some noise for me? That'll work. So chat, please send me a message that you all heard that or that you didn't hear anything. Didn't hear anything, really? Oh, man. So I guess we just had an audio glitch. It looks like it is recording on my end, but I guess it's just not sending off. So what we're going to do is I'm going to end the stream really quick and then start it right back up, okay? All right, so give me just a moment.